nothing worse than being a woman in this business. I sometimes wish I was African American, because I think at least people don't bash them afterwards when they say something about a reality which is very hard for a woman to open it. I think even hard. I think it's probably the hardest to be a woman, because feminists is probably something that people hate above all.
Delpy's comments reflect several problematic viewpoints that merit a critical analysis. This analysis aims to be educational and highlights the nuances of intersectionality, particularly focusing on the experiences of Black women and the broader implications of such statements. 1. Ignoring intersectionality in Black women's experiences. Delpy's statement, "I sometimes wish I was African American. At least people don't bash them afterwards when they say something about a reality, which is very hard for a woman to open it," exhibits a glaring oversight of intersectionality. Intersectionality, a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, explores how social categorizations like race, class, and gender intersect to create overlapping systems of discrimination or disadvantage. Delpy's comments undermine the complex realities Black women face, wherein their racial and gender identities intersect to compound their experiences of discrimination. This perspective is crucial for understanding that Black women's struggles cannot be simplified or ignored when discussing gender inequality. 2. Perpetuating the myth of post-racial society. By implying that African Americans might not face backlash for speaking out, Delpy inadvertently perpetuates the myth of a post-racial society. This notion dismisses the systemic racism and backlash African Americans, particularly Black women, face daily. It ignores the history of racial discrimination in America, the ongoing struggle for civil rights, and the reality of living as a Black person in predominantly white spaces. For instance, the construction of highways in the 20th century systematically destroyed and isolated Black communities, highlighting systemic efforts to undermine Black Americans' social and economic well-being. 3. Minimizing the feminist struggle. Delpy's statement that being a woman is probably the hardest, and that feminists is probably something that people hate above all, simplifies and undermines the multifaceted struggle of feminists. Feminism, especially intersectional feminism, recognizes the unique challenges faced by women of different races, classes, and backgrounds. By not acknowledging the diversity within feminism, the statement inadvertently sidelines the significant contributions of Black feminists and activists who have been at the forefront of addressing both gender and racial inequality. Fear, overlooking historical and ongoing discrimination. The comments overlook the historical and ongoing discrimination against African Americans and particularly Black women. The systemic barriers that Black women face are not merely about vocalizing their realities, but also about navigating a society structured to marginalize them economically, politically, and socially. The struggle against such systemic issues requires acknowledging the historical context of such discrimination, including policies that have perpetuated racial and gender disparities, educating non-Black and white audiences. For white and non-Black people, this analysis underscores the importance of understanding intersectionality and the specific challenges Black women face. It's crucial to listen to and amplify Black women's voices, acknowledge the historical context of their struggles, and actively work against simplifying or undermining their experiences, engaging with works by Black feminists, understanding the history of racial and gender discrimination, and supporting policies and initiatives that address these inequities are steps towards being better allies. In conclusion, Delpy's comments, perhaps unintentionally, reflect a lack of awareness of the nuanced realities of intersectionality and the specific struggles of Black women. This analysis serves as a call to educate ourselves on these complexities and to engage in discussions that honor and elevate the experiences of those at the intersection of race and gender oppression.